He'll go, okay, are you ready? And I said, what are we doing? He's like, I'm turning the vacuum cleaner from suck to blow, and we're going to shoot that chinchilla up there, and I want you to be ready to catch it.
This is serious. Hey, I'm Chad Davis. I'm here with my best pal, Jared Chambliss, actor, comedian, writer, and all the things, and my beautiful wife, Amber Davis, writer, comedian, producer, and all the things, and a little known fact, that movie out in the 80s, Above the Law, is actually a biography of Amber's life back in the 80s. So a lot of people don't know that, but now you do.
Yep.
Yeah. We're also the creators of Nashville Nonsense, the family-friendly sketch comedy show that you never knew you needed. It's on Dad Cheva's channel. Go check it out, seasons 1 and 2, and you will be blessed. Your family will love it. We have a good time. We're the creators of it.
Yeah, and we're showing clips right now of it on Friday. So every Friday you can watch Nashville Nonsense at Dad Chavis on YouTube and see the clips from season 1, season 2, and they're so fun.
Little comedy clips, and we're in the midst of writing and creating for season 3. We love our Nashville Nonsense team. We love them so much, except for 2 of you, and you know who you are.
That's right.
I love them.
Amber only loves you too.
Yeah. That's right.
So like and subscribe and ring that notification bell and leave a comment so that we can be able to interact with you and have fun.
Yeah, we're trying to create a community here, and we really appreciate if you share our content, tell your friends and family and coworkers and people you meet in the marketplace all about it.
Shout it from the rooftops.
Yes.
We want to hear the love and the hate.
Yes. Tell us your favorite part you hated.
Hey, I would love to hear it. Yeah,
me too.
All right, so we always start off the show with a segment called "Is It News?"
Most of the time, it's not.
This is
kind of news was it?
I was like, the little thing going across.
I thought it was
like
rickshaw.
Kermit the Frog here.
That's right. Kermit the Frog here.
Hey. Wow.
Wait a minute.
Can you do any more Muppet?
I can. Yeah, I can. Waka waka.
Hey, Fozzie. I can do one. Hershey bird, Hershey bird.
Oh,
the sweetest shit.
I need my hands underneath it.
That's good.
Oh, wait.
That's not what that's for. All right. Is it news?
All right.
Probably not.
News? I could talk about the Muppets all day. I love the Muppets.
Me too.
Yeah, you like the Muppets?
I did like the Muppets. Yeah.
Did you watch the Muppet Show?
Yes.
Like the variety
All
show.
right. Here's the most
in the movies.
Anybody can get. Mana.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go. Mana. It just kicks in. Mana. All right. Is it news?
Yes, thank you. Please like that.
Or don't. It's okay.
Please change that thumbs down to a thumbs up here in a second.
Have a thumbs
Don't
down.
give up on us.
No thumbs
They're
down.
going to add it. When they hear the phenomenon, they need to add a thumbs down.
No. All right. First news story, and of course, I always rewrite the headlines because I just like to.
She likes control.
Yeah. So I
Janet
called
Jackson.
This one. Yes.
Control. That was good.
Nailed it.
No, that was good.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
No, I almost couldn't tell the difference.
Dude, I was almost a little bit in pride with that one.
Yeah, you nailed it, man.
There was something. You were a little bit in something. All right. Should have stayed a flightless bird.
Okay.
Any guesses about what
penguin.
bird I'm talking about? Hey, there you go.
Okay,
Penguin.
marine life, aquatic.
Okay,
Here we go.
yeah, aquatic.
Stays in it.
All right.
She's got a subscription.
So, how a penguin in a cardboard box caused a helicopter crash in South Africa.
The guy's homeless.
So, apparently, a penguin was inside of a cardboard box because he lived in a van down by the river. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, he wore a suit all day and lived in a box.
That's right. So there was a pilot and 3 passengers that were transporting a penguin back from Bird Island in South Africa, which seems like a good place for a penguin to live. And they were transporting this penguin back, and one of the people on board said, "You need to put this penguin in a cardboard box and hold it on your lap." And so that person did, but apparently that person dropped the box when they moved, did some kind of maneuver, and the cardboard box with the penguin hit like the shift thing on the helicopter and caused the helicopter
Rolled the window down, and then the penguin flew out of the helicopter.
No, the penguin like hit the gear shift on the helicopter and caused the helicopter to like crash. But all the people survived.
He's like, I
and
can't fly, and nobody else can either.
You know what this sounds like? It sounds like that movie, that cartoon.
Happy
with
Feet?
The Madagascar with those little penguins that are always doing like some kind of mischievous thing where they wreck the plane.
It does.
It sounds like that's where they got the idea for it.
And it says that then there was a zebra that sounded like Chris Rock that was in the backseat.
No, they did not.
It says right here.
David Schwimmer was the
it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that.
Giraffe, right?
It doesn't say that. Doesn't say that.
Doesn't mention him.
David.
So,
You know his name?
crazy.
You got from Friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he's just like, if I can't fly, nobody can fly.
That's what my first thought was.
Yeah.
Golly.
Keep
Good
me in a
thought.
box. I'll show
Don't
you.
put me in a box. Don't put baby in a corner or
Was he
a
dancing
penguin in a
now?
box.
Happy Feet?
She was trying to make a reference with it. They realized it was going nowhere. Never put oh, wait, there's a penguin in a corner. Oh, that's right. It's a box. Okay, never mind. Scratch that, guys.
Yeah.
Chad, you can fix that in editing, right?
Yeah.
My reference.
Let's talk about her nose job, too.
Oh, that's
Wow.
nice. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow, that made Jared cough.
Things are getting off the rails.
Yeah.
All right. So, news, no news. Who knows?
No, I like that. I like hearing about a
Plane crash.
It really does remind me of the
Or helicopter.
Madagascar penguins. Is what
It does.
sounds like.
That is a good.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Okay, this I call potato or grenado. You want to guess?
Okay. So, is it a food fight?
Nope.
Okay. That's a good guess. though.
Potato or grenado? Something fun. Okay.
I don't want to guess.
It's pretty bad. It is pretty bad.
Grenado?
World War I
I wouldn't
hand
even
grenade.
read what you just read to me. I wouldn't even read the article.
Yeah.
If I'm skipping through and I
I'm
go,
like, I saw that.
potato grenado, no.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was a pretty bad one.
Zero
That was a pretty
clickbait
bad
there.
one. World War I hand grenade is mistaken for a potato, and it was found in a Chinese chip factory.
So they were about to, like,
Carve it up.
Yeah, so
carve it up like a baked potato and serve it?
Yeah, so a century-old grenade was still functional, and Hong Kong police had to quickly detonate the device in an alley. It was found in a potato chip factory. They thought it was a potato, but it was a grenade.
And where?
This is in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong in a World War II. So I'd say
World War I.
World War I. I'd say you guys lucked out. Is what I'd say if it didn't go off.
I mean,
Lucky
that's
you.
crazy.
You know
War I
what?
grenade.
I think it's cover up. I think someone was trying to bring that into the Kumite.
Kumite.
Interesting.
And they were trying to, bring it in there so they can win. I think. I don't know.
What?
Kumite.
I don't know what you're talking about. World War
Exercise on
I.
Google. I know what Kumite.
World War I. This is in World War I. They found not in World War I.
Kumite has been happening for centuries, Amber.
It's now that's happening. They find a World War I grenade.
I think
Right.
it's a suicide
potato.
bombing gone wrong.
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
there have been
Nobody was hurt, I guess.
here in Lebanon, Tennessee, World War II. They were had a field here where they would set off bombs and test things, and now they have found a couple of shells that have not been detonated here in the area.
Really?
And they've
I didn't
called
know
out people.
this.
Not
Don't you
here
think everybody should
recently.
know this?
Not here recently, but I would say in the last maybe 10, 15 years ago, there was something found. But yeah, so.
I would think that would be. I think that's news.
But I think
that I would want to know about.
But
in our
I think
town.
there's people who live over, and we're talking about our buddies in UK. They probably have a ton of those things where
I want to know who thought it was a potato.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think I have a picture of it. Let me see.
It's like some.
I'm thinking we're like all these like wars, like I'm saying, like in
Picture.
like all over the Europe. There's probably like all kinds of undetonated
Yeah, they're not
bombs
they don't
or
have a picture.
grenades and all kinds
can
of
you
stuff.
imagine some of the stuff you could find in Nagasaki or Hiroshima?
Right. Well, you can go down to Murfreesboro here in the Nashville area, and there's Stones River, a national the Civil War park.
Yep.
And you can find, I guess they find all kinds of things out
They
there.
took down all the cool statues,
Yeah.
though, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, I don't know there, but
Yeah.
it's pretty pretty cool. Okay,
So is that
I don't
news?
know. I don't know if it's news.
I don't know. I mean, around here, I always consider it news. I don't want to find like a
No, I don't
bomb
think
that's
so. Some
detonated.
I know you're going to like this next one.
Okay, please.
Okay. This is what I call it. What a poop from
No,
this
yeah.
pup.
Oh, okay. Poop. You have. Oh, is it this?
No. Do you have to touch it?
Yeah.
Why do you have to touch it?
You barehanded that?
Oh, yeah.
Don't lick it. What a poop from this pup. What is happening?
Poop from this pup.
What happened is a vet is in shock after a dog poops out an entire bag of rainbow Orbeez. He ate he ate a lot.
I wonder if he ate them when they were small.
I don't know, but you want to see the picture?
Yeah, please.
Of course you do.
Oh, yeah.
So he's just
Yeah. Hey,
pooping out
a
of the
little known
Orbeez.
fact. See how the dog is looking? So, if you ever notice your dog, I know you don't have dogs, but we just have a couple. And you've probably had a dog in your
We used
past.
to.
So, when a dog goes poop and they go poop and they look back at you, they're looking at you to make sure you have their back because they're the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Likewise, if you ever find yourself when you go to the bathroom and you go to poop or whatever, the dogs usually follow you in there and try to be by the door. They lay by the door because they innately want to protect you because you're part of their pack.
And I'm always looking behind the toilet, and you're telling me that the dog is already taking care of it for me.
Yep.
I'm always
Behind the
checking to
toilet.
make sure nobody's
Yeah, you never know
in the
back there.
tank, you know.
Yeah.
with
And somebody's in the tank.
Yeah.
waiting to hop out and strangle me or hit me with a sock of pennies or something.
That's why he's looking. He's looking to make sure.
People
Like,
hit you with a sack of pennies a lot.
Soccer pennies. I'm just saying, like whatever weapon you could fit into the side of a tank of a toilet.
oh,
Yeah, I
It
don't
could
know.
be a piano wire or
Plunger.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean anything.
pooper scooper.
I don't know.
Throwing stars?
So the thing is that we've had like our dogs have eaten Legos, and yeah, they just poop them right out.
Right.
That looks like it would be the end of a good Skittles commercial.
It does look like a Skittles commercial. That's exactly what I thought. I was just like, what do you?
Amber saw that and she goes,
Taste the
I'd like
rainbow."
to taste the rainbow. You're ahead of me.
Nobody wants to taste that rainbow.
Yeah.
No.
Amber said, I just need a cup.
Oh my goodness!
All right.
But if a burglar was to run by, he could
Yeah.
he would slip
if
and
he's
fall.
in a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like-
that's a good defense mechanism. Give your dog a bunch of Orbeez or
Yeah.
like Legos, and then he poops it out, and then the burglar's like,
Yeah. That,
Yeah, it sounds like you've worked out the next Home Alone, Amber.
I have.
Yeah, that's not news, man. That dogs eat anything, man. They poop
They probably
it out.
fed it to him.
That's
Yeah.
a lot, though.
That is a
I'm
lot.
betting they gave it to him when, like when those Orbeez, before they touch liquid, they're small.
right.
They're like the size of a nerd.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And I bet they gave him poured a bunch in him, and then when it got into his stomach
Yeah.
system, it began
horrible.
to expand,
Oh,
and then he
yeah.
had to evacuate.
Horrible. It's a horrible way to treat your dog.
It is. I wouldn't even have brought it up on the
Well,
internet show.
I don't know. I don't know if they're feeding him that. He's probably got into stuff.
I
Our
mean,
dogs.
it's
Our
true.
What
dogs.
dog gets into something it's not supposed to?
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
man.
I can think of two.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. All right. Last news story here, just real quick. Brit takes a bite. Don't mess with Texas.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a fact. You're not supposed to.
No.
I wouldn't
really
mess
not.
with Texas.
I wouldn't.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you.
Yeah, the stars are bright. They're big and bright.
I don't
Deep
know.
in
You
the heart.
totally messed that song up. What are you
Did I
singing?
sing-
Yes.
did I sing it
The
right?
Stars at Night.
Oh, dang it.
Are big
Well,
and
I'm not from
bright.
Texas. I try to get it right.
Sorry, all my Texas
right,
friends.
the
I'm
stars
from
at
Texas.
night.
Sing the
The big
song.
and
My
bright.
family's from Texas.
Deep
and
in the
then
heart of Texas.
There you go.
I'm not from
That's-
Texas, so I don't know it. I know
would've
North
picked a different-
Carolina.
I would have
songs.
picked a different Texas song then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's,
All my exes.
yes.
Oh.
They live in
Right.
Texas.
18 wheels and a dozen roses.
Amarillo by morning.
Okay.
I know all of them, especially
Yeah, well-
Short Straight. Okay. Boris Johnson gets a surprise peck from an ostrich in Texas.
Okay.
So do you know Boris Johnson was
Yep.
the former prime minister of
He had the crazy
Britain.
hair, yep.
Yeah, he
Yep.
was trying to do President Trump hair.
You're like a Don King
Like
kind
that.
of.
Yeah,
hair.
he didn't
Yeah.
have, he didn't
It-
have
it was
President
crazy.
Trump hair. He had bedhead.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, he went to Texas and he got attacked by an ostrich. He received a memorable welcome from an ostrich at a state park in Texas when the towering two-legged bird gave him a peck, according to a video.
Is that a kiss?
So, no.
The bird gave him a peck?
That's why they...
That's what they call them when they, like, attack you.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
So, yeah. So
That
that
sounded
is
like he kissed the bird. Maybe that's why.
That's probably why he got him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little,
So...
little how's your mother? And then
So there is. So when I lived in Kansas,
Yeah.
so I lived in Texas, but then when I moved to Kansas,
Because your family
lived
were
on a
gypsies?
farm. Yeah. they
Yeah.
were. So we moved to Kansas, and when I was in high school, one of my best friends, Lisa, her and I, well, her mom worked at an exotic animal farm, and they lived right next to the exotic animal farm. This was in our little tiny town.
little tiny town has an exotic animal farm.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, sounds
So,
perfect.
okay. Side note, on the state fairs, and you know how they have the pigs that chase the Oreo cookies?
Yeah.
The pig races?
Yeah.
Like at the fairs?
Yeah, who doesn't know about the pig
Right.
races at the fair? And
At my fair, we had monkeys racing on dogs.
Hey,
Okay.
watch it.
Well, the pig races, the people that do the pig races were from my little tiny town. And that's where the exotic animal farm, those pigs live there. The
Okay.
exotic, anyways.
Were the pigs a part of what you're calling an exotic farm?
No,
Okay.
they were the little side hustle that they did that they made money
I was
at.
going to say, because I don't know if a pig.
No, this is
qualifies as an exotic
serious
animal.
exotic animals. Camels, monkeys,
Things that you would
giraffes.
find at a regular zoo today.
Yes.
Okay.
So what we would do in the summertime is Lisa's job was to clean the petting zoo, like the gates that go around the petting zoo. So in the summertime, she would clean those, and she would, help clean the fences and things. And so she would always have me go out there with her and help her like clean the fences. But the ostriches would get loose. And one time we were out there, and we'd be out there, like in our swimming suits, scrubbing the fences. And she bent over, and I could see out of the corner of my eye, this ostrich comes running and just bites the fire out of her.
Honey.
Oh, yeah. And she's like, It falls forward in the water, and I was like, what just happened?
Did it take
She's
a
like,
chunk out? Or
It didn't take a chunk out. It like
bruised
it's
it?
like have you ever been bit by a goose? It's the same kind of
Goose?
thing.
Yeah,
A
but
goose.
No, Amber.
But-
I've never been bit by a goose.
But a bigger,
think so.
bigger mouth.
Yes.
'Cause, yeah.
So if you ever get goosed, because I have,
It's
because
just
on the farm we had
like probably
goose.
bruiser, I guess. Then.
Yeah, it'll like bruise, but it'll be like maybe like
Sure.
$50.
I think
but this was
it's more like a blood
your
blister.
whole cheek.
Like if you ever had your
Yeah.
finger pinched or something, like hammer
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
not like a blood blister.
But no, that's what it feels like.
Oh yeah, but it's
so-
just a huge welt, like a bruise. But
Yeah.
it was like
That's what a blood blister
your whole
is.
cheek. Her whole
Yeah.
cheek was.
Her whole
bruised.
cheek was bruised.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was pretty bad. She couldn't sit. She had to sit like this.
Baby got back.
But her mom, I would come over to her house, and her mom would have just wild animals like over at her house. And I came home one time, and I walk in. I'm getting something out of the fridge because we were good friends. So I just walked in, and I walk past the living room, and I look. And then I go in and get some out of the fridge, and I look again, and there's a monkey in a diaper watching TV and holding the remote on their couch.
Was his name Bubbles?
I didn't ask. It was a little weird.
It was a
Yeah.
famous monkey named
Yeah.
Bubbles.
It's true.
MJ's.
Yeah.
Owned by
This was
one-
not famous.
Michael Jackson.
One of the
Yeah.
MJ's.
No.
Yeah, not
Not the goat.
yeah. Jordan didn't
Yeah.
have one.
But those monkeys will like tear your face off, so I didn't get close to it.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Monkeys,
Yeah.
chimpanzees.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So moving on. Is that the last of your news?
Yep, that's it. That's all
Yeah.
the news. News wasn't
All right.
great
It was
today.
okay.
All right.
It was okay news
All right.
today.
Is that part of your story time too? With all the
Oh, yeah, I gotta tell a story.
Oh,
Story?
Yeah, I got a story.
yeah.
Okay, I'll tell another story from Kansas.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't wait.
Good.
Oh, my
goodness. No, the last one was kept me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
You know, with
Right.
with the goose bite.
Okay, it's a quick story then.
All right.
Okay, so
Ready.
when I was 16, about 16 years old, I wanted a chinchilla. And chinchillas are like
You mean
Peruvian.
like the coat?
No, like an actual chinchilla. We lived in Kansas in the middle of nowhere on a farm. And that's a perfect place to bring a Peruvian animal, you know. So I wanted this chinchilla, and I keep asking for a chinchilla, and then I just kind of let it go and forget about it. I'm probably not going to get a chinchilla. So it's Christmas Eve, and my dad is running around in the house. Like he's just going from place to place in the house. And I'm watching TV, and I was like, what is he doing? And then I can hear my mom. My mom's running, scrambling. And then I go up to my mom. I was like, what is going on?
You sensed there was some chaos.
Yeah, it was chaos. And I was like, what is going on? And she's like, your father got you a chinchilla for Christmas, but it's stuck in the wall. And so it's probably going to die. So Merry Christmas. That's what she tells me.
Oh, wow.
Christmas Eve night.
Yeah.
So here's the thing is that...
There was no Pollyanna with that.
Oh, no. She's a very straightforward lady. So at our house, we were always remodeling our home.
What was your mom's name?
So, no, I'm not.
I think I know.
We'll say that for a different episode.
Come on.
Yeah.
We'll
Her name was Gay.
What's her last name?
What was your maiden name? How you spell it?
This isn't even made up.
No,
Not
it's
even
not
making
made
this
up.
up.
No.
Dyke.
That's right.
Yeah.
So just can we say it together for
Gay
me?
Dyke.
Yeah, there we
was
go.
her
All
name.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
This is her mom's name. Nothing weird.
Yes.
And she didn't even like softball.
Yeah. We used to page her name at Kmart.
Oh, you know they did.
Yeah. Oh, no, we did.
And then how many people showed up to Kmart?
Yeah.
Like, you
Not
page a Gay Dyke?
No.
Yeah, several people.
Not my
Everybody-
mom. My
they're
mom
looking
didn't
to
show
park
up.
lot for
I'll tell you
Subarus.
that.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, the super. Somebody come up with a multicolored ball.
No. It's true. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, so Gay Dyke is running around.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
Wow.
She was. She's running around, stressed out. We were always renovating. So we had this is a 100-year-old farmhouse, and we had 2 stories. So on the second story is my sister and I's room. So my sister's room is here, and then directly below it is the living room, right? And up against the wall of the living room is this thing, like it looks like some kind of big box, and it's got something covered over it. So I go around, I was like, what is this? Because they're running around trying to, and I pull off the sheet that's over this big box, and it's a giant cage that I guess my dad had put this chinchilla in, but he had let out the latch, and it was in the back of the wall, but there was a hole in the back of the wall where my dad was shooting insulation up to my sister's room because he was renovating her closet.
Yep.
So that chinchilla crawled into that insulation and was stuck in the wall.
Let's keep them warm.
Yeah, between the living room and the closet of my sister's room. So my dad's running around, and he's just like, yeah, I think it's stuck in the wall. So my dad tells me, he's like, this is what we're going to do. I got a plan. And he says this while he's holding a vacuum cleaner. And he says to me, I want you to go up into the closet, and there's a hole in the floor, and then I'll give you instructions. And I want you to just be ready. And he's holding this vacuum cleaner. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, don't ask any questions, just go. So I go upstairs, and I see, and there's a hole, like on the floor. So I'm standing there, and I'm looking down the hole, and then I could see my dad, like just like his eye, and I could see him go, okay, are you ready? And I said, what are we doing? He's like, I'm turning the vacuum cleaner from suck to blow, and we're going to shoot that chinchilla up there, and I want you to be ready to catch it. So anyways, I stood there, and he turned it from suck to blow, and no joke, that chinchilla flew up, and it was almost in slow motion, flew up out of the floorboard, and it was just, all I could see was pink because it was full of insulation. It was just a pink puff. So I took my chances, and I grabbed the pink puff and shook it, and that little chinchilla just looked me in the eyes. I was holding my chinchilla. And then my dad just says, he just leans in, and he says, Merry Christmas, up through the wall. I was like, wow. Merry Christmas. So,
wow. The best part of that story is at some point, somebody was on the phone, and they said, this Gay Dyke's got a chinchilla stuck in the walls. And then the goes, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right. Yeah.
Gay Dyke's got a chinchilla? No, why not?
Got a call about Richard Gere, about something better than stuck in the wall.
Oh, that's not fair. Oh, Richard Gere. Oh, my God.
Okay, I think we need to go to our next segment.
That's right. Yeah. Let's not talk about no declawed gerbils.
No.
Yeah,
okay, this is Show and Tell.
Show and
this
Tell.
is the section of our show
Yay.
where Jared and Chad bring something to show and tell, and then you get to vote in the comments and let us know who wins show and tell.
Yeah, show and tell. It's just when you in preschool, kindergarten, you bring something to the class, you show it and you tell about it. Jared always has some coolness. Satchel, what do you got, man?
This is awesome. I have a miniature action figure.
I thought you were going to say Chinchilla.
One of my favorite rappers of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Richard Walters, better known as Slick Rick.
Slick Rick.
There he is. Look at him, all decked out with his eye patch and his jewelry.
That is almost to scale.
Yeah. He's a little bit bigger.
Oh, a little bit bigger.
He's wearing the same thing he was wearing on the first album cover, though, so that's pretty cool.
And that's an action figure?
Yeah, that's what I call it. I don't know what you want
It's
to call
like
it.
a doll?
Can he?
Yeah, where he actually stays in my house.
He has to lean up against something.
No. You just got to.
Oh, okay. Sorry. A little bit of swagger.
Got to put his
to him.
legs together.
Yeah, in my house, I've got a clock on the wall that my aunt and uncle gave me. And inside the clock, it's like one of these kind of clocks, and you open it, it's got a pendulum. Well, it doesn't run anymore, but I've got the booklet to The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, and I stand him kind of beside us where he sits.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, how did you become a fan? You just kind of heard one song, like, dude, I really like this guy's bars.
Yeah, everybody back in the day, if you haven't heard Children's Story,
that's the only one I can.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
For the whole family, kids can hear it. It's not.
It's got great life lessons.
It does.
In it,
It tells you about
you
how
don't.
you don't want to get mixed up with the wrong friends.
Right, and
it
it
get you wrapped up in trouble.
Absolutely, Companion of Fools is destroyed, and that's
Right.
all what the song's about. You go
yeah,
to
that's
Robin
cool.
It is.
and Robin, and what's he saying?
Yeah, it was
gosh,
about
kid.
these two guys. One guy wanted to start robbing, a lady and a sister and a brother. Robbed another and another.
Yeah, it
And
didn't.
he finally robbed a DT undercover.
Yep, and it didn't end up well for him, the brother.
No, the cop shot the kid. What happens at the end of the song?
Yep.
You can still hear him scream. Well,
Wow.
that's what
Yep.
it says.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get hot lead in you. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so this is my show and tell. Just a little Slick Rick. I love
Just a
the
little
chain. I love the
Slick
chain.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, man.
I remember because we went to how I met Jared. We went to the same church together,
Correct.
and we got involved with a lot of silly videos out there and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But churches, they don't have Halloween stuff. They always
Fall
have
Fest, Harvest,
Fall Fest
Hangout.
or trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
Yeah. But Jared, my pal, my friend here, he would always dress up and with the kids and stuff. Good dad. And one year you dressed up as
I did. One year I came as Slick Rick. Yeah.
I don't remember
because I
that.
helped you with the costume.
You did. I still have. I still have it. The piece that Chad loaned me was the
Yeah.
eye patch.
Yeah.
I didn't do blackface. I thought that. That's not in good taste.
No.
But people still thought I was Slick Rick.
Oh, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I had
funny.
the Mr. T starter kit, and then I had the eye patch and a
Yeah.
hat and a black suit and the Kangol.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you looked like him, like
I did,
a little
almost
mini.
identical. Yeah, I was bigger than that.
Yeah.
You're bigger than that.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have any other action figures?
I have another one of Slick Rick that he's wearing a different costume. He's in from his second album. He's wearing like a white
That's
suit.
hilarious.
Yeah, and yellow shirt. Yeah.
How did he? What happened to his eye?
When he was a kid, I mean, I guess I'm not friends with Slick Rick, but I've read or heard like when he was a kid, like some window or something got busted and went into his eye, like at a very, very, very young age. Like I don't think he's ever been able to see out of that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
Huh.
Interesting.
Okay.
yeah, he's from across the pond, as they say.
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
He's from the UK.
I don't know.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe London. That may not be right. I don't know. You have to,
Somewhere over there.
Richard Walters is his real name. Yeah, he's from over because
Yeah.
he was in jail for a while. I think maybe his visa or something. He didn't get it done. That's
Oh,
he
you
was like-
probably.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's his visa or something expired, I think, and
Yeah.
that's why I was in jail for a little while.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cool.
MC Ricky D, y'all.
He's cute.
Say Ricky D.
That's what he would say. MC
yeah.
Ricky D.
All right, try to beat that, Chad.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to beat, but
top Slick Rick.
yeah, but it'll be easy to do here.
No, but
So, Slick Rick action figure. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. But what is equally or more amazing is my time I spent combing through the interwebs to bring out some awesome content to show Jared and you guys.
When he says it's amazing the time he spent because there's zero time spent and it's amazing he still comes up with something.
Hey, my legs have fallen asleep a couple of times or two.
That's because of where you're searching.
All right, so here we go. Here's something, a little known fact here in Middle Tennessee. When we first moved here, we had all kind of like breathing challenges. I know you experienced
allergies.
it.
It's like the basin. It's called
a lot
basin.
of people, and
If you're not from here, it's hard to get used to.
right,
It
it
is.
is. And I think what one of the doctors told us early on is that the Native Americans had a word for this. I can't pronounce it, but it basically translated into bad air.
Yeah.
And everything gets trapped here. There's not really a lot of wind to get it out.
It's not a good selling point for real
that's
estate
why.
agents.
Yeah,
Hills
so
and valleys in
right. So
Tennessee.
people stay out. People stay out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
It's
Nothing here for
no
you.
vacancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anywho's, but this made me think of that when I first moved here, and I really didn't experience allergies until I moved to Middle Tennessee, and this is what I think of. So here we go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Let's do it, huh?
Ready?
What in the world?
This is from Martin. I know what this is. I've seen this. That's an episode of Martin. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Martin Lawrence. I think he's hilarious.
Looked like he had got stung by a whole bunch of bees.
Yeah.
I think they'd eat some
man.
shrimp that episode. Or something. What happened?
That's what I think of when I think of Middle Tennessee allergy weather.
That's
You think about coming out like that?
crazy.
Yeah, just all bumped up.
Golly.
Man,
Yeah.
that's bad. That is
That's
bad.
bad.
That's like bad.
I like the music it was playing too.
Yeah, what kind of music is that?
Yeah.
Oh, this is definitely a slow jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have been a Slick Rick song, and then
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. His songs wouldn't have fit that.
that's a little
Yeah, okay.
disturbing. Looking.
I was worried for a minute that I might lose this week.
right.
You still should be. But hey,
Let me tell you something. I'm no longer worried.
No, there are people out there that have experienced allergies here in Middle Tennessee.
Let me say this very clear. If anyone votes against Slick Rick, I would be sorely disappointed in you.
I think there are going to be some disappointments out there. All right.
Serious, Chad.
Serious.
This is serious stuff.